What's up? I'm in the camper and I've been trying to come up with something to do that doesn't cost me any money and makes forward progress on the camper. And I want to get the chimney for my wood stove through the roof. And so after a lot of debate, I found I got a 4-inch, I got a matching hole saw, I got a chimney that I stole out of the lounge, and I measured how far this is from the wall, and I drew a line, and then as far as like this way, I'm basically just gonna eyeball it, and I think if I just barely miss this rafter, it will be kind of close to where it needs to be. And so, wish me luck. Here we go. I'm gonna try not to rip my arm off. Well, I got it going pretty close. It's getting hot anyway. Certainly isn't all the way through yet. Really wish I had a jigsaw. That would help. All right. So, hole saw got a part of the way through and then it quit. It just stopped cutting because all the teeth are dead because I probably was spinning it too fast. And anyways, so then I attacked it with a cutoff wheel and then a grinder until we're there. Side note, it's a little off. Like you can see it's a little crooked, but I don't care. It's fine. It'll be okay. So there it is. I got a chimney. So my next plan, I'm gonna build a piece of metal flat on top and actually cut a nice hole in it where I can work on the table, and then weld it right to the chimney and then rivet it and glue it right on top of this roof, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? But whatever. There's a chimney in my camper. Yeah, there it is, looking good. It's got a chimney. I'm probably gonna cut some of that off. And here we go, bye. All right, check it out. I got the camper in the shop again. And believe it or not, I finally bought some flooring. I bought some 3/4 inch plywood to go on there, but then I'm realizing I need a couple other little details. I need a spot like right here for the wood to land on, and right here, because this is like a major walkway and I kind of want it to be well supported. So anyway, I got to do a little more metal work and then I can finally put the stupid floor in. Here I go. All right, here we are working on the camper. I drilled a bunch of holes in some of these so I can put some screws up from the bottom. I started measuring a bunch and I cut out right here so that I can get my floor to drop in, and I'll just re-weld that back on later. There was a piece of pipe here that I cut out, and I added some pieces like this in various places to give myself a way to attach the floor to the metal. So then I drew lines on this board, kind of the rough shape, and I'm gonna cut that out and see if I can't make that fit into place. I'm sure it'll be a matter of put it in, take it out, draw another line. I don't know, we'll see. All right, check it out. There it is. We'll see how that fits in there. I don't know, I have lowered expectations about how well I can manage it in there. I don't know, we'll see. Here we go. All right, surprisingly, that actually went pretty smooth, and I think it might even be useful. So I got some holes to cut out for this guy, little notch there, and then the bottom of these, I got to mark out where they're gonna land. But overall, it's looking pretty okay. I'm gonna carry on. All right, I got it kind of where it's gonna go. I want it to move over this way just a little bit. But anyways, I gotta drill out the 2 holes here so that this will settle down and go where it belongs. So I'm gonna try and mark those out and drill a hole. All right. So I marked kind of where I thought the holes should go. Now I'm gonna try and drill a hole. See if it hits where it's supposed to. Here we go. Alright, so now I'm gonna go on top because I'm getting a ton of sawdust in my face. Alright, we got a hole. It's where the hole goes. But I got some other little details, like right here I need to trim. Then I gotta mark out my other hole and make sure that's gonna go. But overall, this is working. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Alright, check it out. It's in there, and it actually fits pretty dang well. I am stoked. So now I get to make the other side, which is gonna be a good challenge. So anyway, I'm gonna cut, just same thing as here. I'm gonna cut out a spot and then re-weld in this piece and that piece. And then I gotta get my hydraulic pump lifted up so I can tuck the board underneath. I gotta address some wiring, a few other details, and then start laying it out and cutting some wood. So here we go. All right, I've done a whole lot of measuring and drawing, and hopefully that will fit in there. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So I'm gonna cut it up. Check it out. I got it cut. I got it in there. I'm really excited about that. Now you can crawl up in here and walk around without falling through the floor. It's lovely. So I guess my next step, I need to waterproof this chimney so that my wood doesn't get destroyed when it rains in here. So I'm gonna make some attempts at that. We'll see what I can do. All right, so I'm up here looking at this chimney, and I know it's a little too tall. It's gonna catch on things. I'm gonna cut it off about right there. But anyways, to seal it so that this is not gonna leak, I think what I'm gonna do is probably the worst possible idea, and that is weld the roof to the chimney. Yep, that's what's happening. So wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, bye. All right, there it is. I am not super proud of that weld, but you know what? I bet it'll work. So anyways, I'm gonna cut this off because So otherwise this is sticking up way too tall. And here we go. Okay, bingo. We got a chimney. Hello. It's cool. All right, I made some more progress. I got the electrical connections for my hydraulic pump connected. I welded on another stud that was easier to get at and ran the wires up to the front, kind of temporary. And then I made 2 pieces of plexiglass to fit in the glass there that was missing. But I couldn't figure out how to get the stupid paper off. I don't know. I'm probably going to need some kind of a... Well, basically more patience is what I need to get that off. And then I went around and found all the holes, filled them with some sealant. And anyways, I think I'm done for the day. But thanks for watching. All right, it's a new day at the shop. And yesterday I got the floor roughly kind of put in. And then today I found out it's Rory's wedding, and Howlin' Wolf Garage and Colt are going to be here in a little while. And anyways, we were talking about doing a live in this camper. So I need to get somewhere for people to sit. And so I'm going to make a bar right here in this one. I'm gonna make that work right there. I'm gonna make another one from here across, and then I'm gonna get some plywood to sit on those 2 spots. So that'll be like 3 seats there. And if I set up a lawn chair over here, I think we'll be good. And then we can even test out fireplace. So here we go. All right, so this floor is going to be coming back out of here, which means I can't really put these pieces back in yet. However, because I'm going to have people sitting on here, I'm going to temporarily just tack them back in place. All right, so got that all framed in. Now I need to cut my board down to the right size to make some temporary seating. So here we go. got to trim out that little corner and that'll be perfect. All right, look at that. I took the floor back out of the camper because I got some water seal. I want to try and protect it from the weather a little bit, and so I'm going to do some water seal on this wood, put it back in. So here we go. All right, it's been a few hours. The wood is dry. I don't know if it actually did anything. It doesn't smell bad, so it must not have worked. I don't know. But anyway, it's got some water treatment on there anyhow. Meanwhile, I painted some of the camper, mostly myself. But yes, I painted all the metal on this bottom here because, well, I want it to last a little while. So I put some paint on there to help keep it from rusting away. And now I'm gonna put the wood back in and carry on. All right, so I was just about to finish putting the floor in, and I realized this piece here that holds the wood stove in place is only tacked in. It's not permanently welded on either end. And so this is my chance to do that before I go fastening the floor to the metal. And so luckily I already painted it, so that's cool. But anyway, here we go. There is a switch that got flipped on that welder. On the far left on the bottom, yeah, that should be down?
It was down.
Okay, then turn all those dials on the bottom all the way to 0. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then get this one. Okay. We're gaining on it. We're almost there. I guess I should weld this guy as well, huh? Oh yeah. Well, it was all temporary. No, it is not. Okay. ought to work.
Seems pretty stout. There's this back side of the stove too. I don't know if you want to get that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a thing I want to do. You are correct, sir. Now it's pretty secure.
Solid.
Solid. Ta-da!
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
God, it broke. I think that added some stability.
Definitely.
Sweet. Hey, we got a fire going. Yeah, it turns out I still had some wood in there. Turns out it's hot in here. Oh yeah, we should, oh, there we go. That'll, yeah, let the smoke out.
Chimney's already doing his job.
Yeah, is it smoking? I'm sure it is.
A little bit. Yeah, it is. Yeah, dude. Hey, let me see the camera. Look, first smokestack coming out the chimney.
It's not the first, but it's happening.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna attach the floor. We're gonna keep on trucking. All right, I got the wood in place, and now I ran a bunch of screws from the bottom coming up, so it's a super dangerous time to be walking around in here. And so I'm using a cutoff wheel grinder to remove the pointy objects. So here we go.